So I'm here in the T Kimura position. That means somehow I either did a rolling Kimura or maybe I got a Kimura and I want to go to the T Kimura position to start using this system. You can just literally flop your body right behind your partner's head, and this is the T Kimura position. You have to learn how to control your partner through the Kimura grip. Again, in all Kimuras, I'm always grabbing my partner's wrist, bisecting my hand on the wrist joint. Same thing with my hand on my own wrist. I'm bisecting my wrist joint. I'm gonna roll my wrists. This is super important. We have to really roll these wrists. And if you notice, when I roll my wrists, I'm also extending my arms. My goal is to punch my partner's hand and wrist into his heart. I wanna kink his arm as much as I can. If you punch it down towards the hip, his arm is somewhat straight. It's not as kinked as it could be. When this happens, what will happen if your partner starts walking his hips towards me, he can pull his elbow out through that hole much easier than if I kink his arm and put it on his chest. Now when he goes to turn, it's much harder and difficult to slide that elbow out through the hole, and it actually kind of hurts him a little bit. Another thing I'm thinking about when I get here is I'm gonna be controlling my partner through the elbow. So when I punch this down to his heart, my goal is to lift his elbow off the floor. So there's a little rotation here, if you see. What this does is when my partner goes to try to turn to his left, he can try as hard as he can, but if he can't put his elbow down, guys, he's stuck right here. My grip punching through his chest puts some resistance against his shoulders. Makes it very difficult, even if he's really moving fast. Go ahead and try to turn fast. Look, he's gonna be stuck right here. Look, but I keep the elbow off the floor. If I allow his elbow to get to the floor, he can come up and then start to rip that arm out. It's gonna actually, if I keep holding on, it'll hurt me on the wrists. So we have that arm, I'm punching it, locking it, lifting the elbow. When you get here, you just have to learn to trust the mechanics. I know that if my partner turns to the right, there's no way he can go there because I'm controlling his shoulder. If he turns to the left, as long as I keep the elbow up off the ground, he's gonna be stuck. And when he really commits to that turn, go ahead, Nick, he turns hard. This is where I can start to slide in and submit my partner or transition to a better position.